Hey everyone, Jane Monreal here with you in the Live Impact studio. We break away from the Karen Reid retrial because it appears that we have some live pictures right now of President Trump's visit to the United Arab Emirates, talking to the president there. Let's listen in here as they are having conversation right now. His third day visiting the Mideast. This is the third stop. And here he is in Live Impact News on WCNC+. Let's listen in.
A testament to this is the UAE's plan to invest in the U.S. in these sectors through the UAE's investment bodies at a total value of $1.4 trillion over the next 10 years. Additionally, major partnerships and projects are underway between private sector entities in both nations. Beyond these areas, our countries maintain a strategic partnership in the field of space exploration. And the astronaut program and the asteroid belt mission. In this context, I would like to share something that may not be widely known. The American spacecraft Apollo 17 that flew in 1973 has carried the UAE flag on its journey to the moon. That same flag was later sent by NASA to our nation's founding father, the late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, in 1973, along with a fragment of lunar rock. Sheikh Zayed met with Apollo astronauts on several occasions, and he had a deep and enduring mission for the UAE to reach space. Mr. President, in March of this year, you stated that the UAE and the United States have long been partners in efforts to bring peace and security to the Middle East and the world. Today, I reaffirm to you that the UAE remains committed to working with the United States to advance peace and stability in our region and globally. Once again, Mr. President, I warmly welcome you, and I'm confident that this visit will have a profound and positive impact on the future of our bilateral relations. Thank you.
Well, I'd like to thank you, Your Highness. What a lot of people don't know, I think my staff is very surprised by it. You and I have been friends for a long time. We've been good friends. And what they don't know about you is that you are considered a truly great warrior. And you've been through the wars. You're a great warrior, a very strong man, a brilliant man, a man of vision, like few others, and highly respected. When they know you, there's tremendous respect, and you're so respected in the Middle East that it's really amazing. You know, we've done the tour with two of your very good friends, you know that, and we were talking about you, and I won't tell you everything, but I can say it was all good. It was all good. Total admiration and respect for what you've done and who you are. And they said, when he gives you a handshake, when he makes a deal, that's the deal. And your wonderful brother came to Washington a few weeks ago, and he told us about your generous statement as to the $1.4 trillion. And all I could say is thank you very much. We will work very hard to deserve it. I have absolutely no doubt that the relationship will only get bigger and better. Your relationship and mine can't get better, so I can't say it's going to get better because it's at the highest level it can be. But our countries will work together. We've become a very hot country. We were not such a hot country 6 months ago. And now I think we're the hottest country, if you want to know the truth. We had one little indication a year ago. We were having a hard time getting people to join the military, enlistment they call it in our country. We were getting very bad vibes, very unhappy. It was an unhappy country. A lot of foolish things were happening, stupid things were happening. And we just got the numbers. We had the highest enlistment numbers just about that we've ever had. We think it probably the highest, but they say have to be extremely accurate when it comes to the news because they check every word I say. If there's a little bit of an inaccuracy, but I will tell you, we had just about the best numbers for enlistment we've ever had. Every one of our services. I'm very proud of Space Force because I created Space Force. That was my baby. Hadn't been done in 78 years, a new force, and it's doing phenomenally well. We were not winning the space war, and now we're leading it by tremendous margins over Russia and China primarily. And so we're very proud of it, but I'm very proud of, maybe even more so, the enlistment numbers. So we went from having a hard time getting people to join our armed forces and our police, by the way, to having the best numbers that we've ever had, wanting to join. They're proud of our country again. That's a big thing, and to happen so fast, over about a 6 or 7 month period, that's a big honor. And likewise, the police, very hard to get police, and now the ranks are bursting and with pride. So that's something that we're very happy about. We've had investments in our country over the last 3 months, but really 2 months because it took me a couple of weeks to get started. You know, I had to get a little acclimated again because we had a very successful first term, as you know. We had one of the most successful economies in the history of our country. First term was amazing. We did a lot of things. We rebuilt our military. We did a lot of great things. And I think this is even going to be better. But we have now, I think, substantially over $10 trillion of investment. And now when they add the $1.4 trillion, we easily break that number. So that's investment or investment that we think will soon happen. And it doesn't include people that are building, because not everybody comes and tells us that they're building, and it's a big country, but we're having numbers that we've never done before, and that means AI plants. That means, as an example, a really good example is Apple. Apple is now spending much more than $500 billion on plants. They didn't do that before. As you know, they built their plants in another location. We have the biggest computer company, $500 billion. We have Mr. Wei of Taiwan is spending $200 billion. Jensen who's great. Jensen Huang is spending $500 billion. We have numbers that nobody's ever seen before. That all means jobs, because to me the most important jobs, I want jobs. And we have costs are way down. Groceries, they have a term, grocery. It's an old term, but it means basically what you're buying in food. It's a pretty accurate term, but it's an old-fashioned sound. But groceries are down, costs are down, eggs are down. They were, first week they were hitting me with eggs were up 200%, and now they're down to a number that is amazing. We're down 97, 98% from where they were. And everybody, they said, you won't have eggs for Easter. Well, we had everybody had eggs for Easter at a very reasonable price. At the White House, we had our little Easter egg roll, and we had hundreds of thousands of eggs purchased. They said, you have to go out and buy plastic eggs. That didn't work out. So we've done a real job, and our energy costs are way down. The energy is way down, gasoline is down, and we have almost no inflation. So we've got the economy back. We've got a border now that's very powerful, 99.9%, and nobody would have believed that was possible. It was a real mess. And we had, frankly, an incompetent previous administration. I know you weren't thrilled with them. they abandoned people. And it wasn't that they abandoned, they didn't bother to call people back. They treated people with great disrespect, but part of it was a level of stupidity that we've never seen before. And I'm glad we arrived, and I know people also woo you. You know, you're an amazing country, you're a rich country, you can have your choice, but I know you'll never leave my side. I know that. And you know the special relationship that we have and our country has. So our country's back with you, and our country's back in a lot of ways. We have a country with tremendous spirit right now, tremendous. They haven't seen anything like it. I would say this, we're far ahead of schedule. If you would have told me these numbers in a year and a half from now, I would have been very happy with them. But think that substantially more than $10 trillion, you'll have numbers of other presidents where they won't do $1 trillion in many, in a long time. $1 trillion. We did it in 2 months because, again, you figure 3, but let me have 1 month of fixing up the Oval Office. In other words, getting things ready. And I look forward to having you in the White House. We'll celebrate together. But we are going to be your friend and we're going to be your partner, and we really appreciate your confidence and an investment. That's your biggest investment that you've ever made, and we really appreciate it, and we're going to treat you very, as you should be, magnificently. And you're a magnificent man, and it's an honor to be with you.
My honor, Mr. President.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. شكرا شباب. دخل وسام.
نستأذن سموكم بالبدء. Your Highness, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, in recognition of President Donald Trump's exceptional efforts to strengthen the long-standing ties of friendship and strategic partnership between the United Arab Emirates and United States of America, I am honored to announce that His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan bestows the Order of Zayed upon President Trump.
Will you give me the honor?
You are watching live right now President Trump meeting with the president of the United Arab Emirates, President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, and that picture is down. So we will take it back out here in the Live Impact studio on WCNC Plus. That's how it happens, folks. The feeds come through the WCNC Charlotte newsroom, and we bring it to you raw and unfiltered. So as we